system. When you call in, you have to call in before a half hour before the shift starts. I like to call in the night before just because I don't have to wake up.
Sure. It's the gentlemanly thing to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, especially on first shift, I don't need to be, so I don't have to wake up at like 5 o'clock to call in or anytime before 6. I can sleep in. The problem with that is for certain supervisors is that this is specifically an old supervisor I had. She didn't check because when I call in at like 9 o'clock, it will register for third shift on their call-in system.
Okay, that's kind of dumb, but
it is kind of, it just is the way that the clock, the when I'm calling in, it falls under. So I think if I call in like after I watch it Welcome to Derry, it'll fall on the first shift slot. Really doesn't matter. Again, I can call in whenever. I think my actual boss now, he knows
smarter than that.
Well, sort of.
I mean, look, I'm not saying the guy's a genius. I'm just saying that he's not a complete idiot.
He's not who the other one was. Let's put it that way. Hi, Chuck. How you doing?
I'm fine. I would love to call into work tomorrow, but A, I have no sick time, and B, even if I called in, they would drag me out of my house. Like they're gonna come to my house and pull me out.
So this is my final week of work before my month off. I've got one call. This is my final call-in day
for the year.
For the year, and then obviously next year I start all over. I try to save up at least one or two into December normally, and that way I can have something like this I can play with.
Do you lose holiday pay if you call in before?
No.
Like, no.
I'll get that pay back. Like it'll go on a paycheck at some point. But why haven't put on a paycheck when I can just call in and not be at work?
No, he's got a point. That's the exact way you do it. As many days off as you can possibly get.
No, I know. I just like where I work, the union has a rule that if you call out before a holiday, you do not.
Well, this isn't before a holiday.
No, so it is. We do have blackout days, but that is the day before. So, like, if we were working the day before Christmas, like if we were working the 23rd, like we were supposed to.
It's just it doesn't matter if it's 4 days before. If it's the day before, if it's your last day before the holiday. So, like, if you get your 2 days would fall off. Like, let's say the holiday's on a Thursday, you have Tuesdays, Wednesdays off. If you called in Monday, you would not get the holiday.
Gotcha. Yep. No, yeah. Ours is the day before the holiday. So literally the day before. Now for us, they gave us, it would have been that 23rd. So it would have been that through Tuesday. But they gave us that Monday, Tuesday off. So our day before the holiday is the Friday, but they didn't qualify it as a blackout day. So I'm going into work this coming Friday to see how much of a shit show it is, because I can see a lot of the people calling in that Friday. It's gonna be fun.
Brothers, sisters, gender resistors, do not buy a vehicle in March of 2026. Welcome to another episode of the Comic Book Rundown presents Rundown Reviews. We are the people who don't want to go to their work no more. So why don't you just go ahead and listen to the commercials that play in this episode. Thank you so much. Support the people that support us, and we'll support you by giving you fun, just the deepest of dives into movie-related comic book stuff. We watched a movie that I have never heard of, a comic series I had never heard of. I had no idea what to expect. Super curious. Why does the man next to me look like Zach Bagans? Who is that supposed to be?
That's
head over
Billy
to the
Baldwin.
YouTube.
That's the bald one.
Oh man, that looks like Zach Bagans. That's super wild. Like a very young, without glasses, Zach Bagans. We watched the movie Virus, a movie I've never heard of. I will say though, Murder's Row of a cast.
It's a good cast.
I think maybe later on, like in 1999, I don't know if this was that. If they had as much notoriety in this cast,
I don't think so. William Baldwin, Billy Baldwin, whatever he's going by. Like I was looking up his IMDb because I'm like, what else has he done? Like I know he's done a bunch of things.
Has he?
I want to say Backdraft was probably his biggest movie.
Yeah, Backdraft is probably his biggest one.
What the hell is
That's like
Backdraft?
it. Huh?
What's Backdraft?
The firefighter movie.
Oh, okay. I've never seen it, so
It was like big in '96. I want to say.
Yeah, I want to say 1997, something like that. It was Backdraft was a huge TNT movie.
Right.
It was like all like in the 90s, before or after wrestling. Man, they showed Backdraft a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Sutherland, those two are just huge actresses. But everybody else was, I'm not gonna say were terrible, but like they were kind of here or there. The guy who played Hiko, I recognized him from Doctor Sleep, and I think like one or two other movies. The other guy, Squeaky, I recognize him from something. I just can't remember what else. Like it kept bugging me. I never did look up what he was from. Woods, the guy who played Woods, we saw him in what movie was it? We actually just watched it here. Oh, Starship Troopers. We saw him in Starship Troopers. So not that long ago.
What was he in Starship Troopers?
The general. I think he was the general that they find when they go to
the planet and they find yeah. Oh my god, yeah, that did not even register in my brain that was him. Wow.
Because he was only there for like, we only see him for like all of 5 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
And then he gets
his brain sucked.
He gets got.
Yeah.
So yeah, like there's like it's a really good cast. Jurassic Park, that's where I know him from. Jurassic Park 3.
Squeaky was in Mask of Zorro also.
Was he in Mask of Zorro?
That's what it says in the movies and
Legend of Zorro. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
Apparently he was also in Bad Boys.
Actually, I'm not gonna sing that song.
Jurassic Park 3.
What was he in? Okay.
Anyway, for those of you who don't know, because normally at least somebody has an idea of what these movies are about. This is something I've never seen, nor was what I was expecting when I walked into it.
Do you want the here's the storyline from IMDb?
Yeah, give me just a quick like little synopsis, because I think it's important to establish what the fuck this thing was.
All right, so I didn't even read it first. When a typhoon cripples their boat, the crew sails into the eye of a storm where they discover a high-tech Russian communications and research vessel adrift. Only one Russian crew member is still alive, raving about intelligent lightning. Yeah, intelligent lightning. They soon discover that an alien life form has taken over the ship's computers and is churning out mechanical warriors. With their own boat destroyed, the crew must battle the creatures as the ship re-enters the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck, what was that hotline you dropped in the boys' chat from this?
Yeah. She dropped an anchor on my tug. Holy shit! I'm saying that every time. Every time that I get a little, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, she dropped an anchor on my tug." Oh, what a line!
That
what an absolute
is
line!
Definitely a line.
Because he says it.
That context.
Yeah, 100%. Because he says it with such vindication. Like, he doesn't say it in a joking way. He literally says it like, I'm going to shoot her because she dropped an anchor on my tug. Which, those of you who don't know, a tug is a tugboat. An anchor from the main... this ship was, I guess, it was a Russian science ship? It wasn't a warship.
No, it was a science ship because they had like three
despite
or
the fact
four
that it was Russian, so of course they did still have guns on board.
and missiles and
Yeah.
everything.
Weirdly enough, and it's important to understand when we say that they were building soldiers, this is where it really caught my attention, but not what I was expecting, which is the machine alien lightning thing, which came from space. That was like a thing that they didn't point out, is that it came from space. Is fusing man and machine together.
Right.
Yeah, which was super weird.
Yeah, but super fucking awesome. Like
so Chuck, you said
this is 100% a movie for me. By the way, like
so you said this is the first time you've seen this movie. First time you heard this movie.
Yeah, heard of it. Didn't even know this movie existed, and it's weird because I follow a lot of people who like this type of horror movie, and like this had like the thing vibes.
A little bit, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm surprised that people don't talk about this more. It felt like The Thing meets like Event Horizon almost.
Well, and it's probably because while on paper this is a good movie. Probably in the comic is a good comic. In execution, there is some problems.
Oh well, yeah. No, please understand, this is not a good movie. This was dog shit. But there was enough stuff for me that I enjoyed it. Stuff.
Yeah, no, it's conceptually, it's a decent movie.
So here, you know, what really pissed me off, and we get this a lot in movies, and I don't understand this at all. If you are going to have somebody speaking in a foreign language, give us subtitles.
Yes,
I want
give
context
subtitles for a little bit, like the important
we
things.
get a third of what they say in Russian, maybe, and that's being generous.
I was very annoyed.
I want to learn how to say she dropped an anchor on my tug in Russian. Tell me how to say that.
Duolingo or what's the other one? One of those speech things are for.
All right, let's see. You guys keep talking. I'm going to find this.
Oh boy. Yeah.
But weirdly enough, the most unrealistic thing about this movie is the idea that the main robot or the destroyer bot that's on tracks can fit through this boat. If you've ever been if you've ever been on like a battleship or anything like that, it is unbelievably like tight corridors because they need to fit as much as they possibly can.
Real quick, guys. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Она бросила якорь на мой буксир.
That actually sounds pretty sexy.
Yeah, that was so hot. Oh my god. Oh.
Right.
I'm gonna be replaying this episode a lot when it comes out.
You're welcome.
But no, you're right. Like I've been on I've gone on like a few tours of boats, and this years ago, so I was a little bit shorter, and even then, like
they're tight. They're compact.
The hallway is maybe like 2 feet above my head, and I was 5 something at that point in time.
And so, why? Like this thing was humongously wide. Also, there's always like step over panels, and this thing's on tracks.
Right.
Yeah.
Just being able to just go.
Didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense. But I don't know. Maybe it's Russian. Maybe they don't care about space.
I mean, they were in space, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Russian,
no, they were on a boat actually.
Well, the first one we saw were in space, though.
That's true.
Were they Russian? Were they the astronauts were Russian? They were cosmonauts
on the Mir station. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Russian scientist chick is Doc Holliday's partner in Tombstone. She's the chick that's like always around him, you know. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that she was in Tombstone, and I'm like, it's been too long since I've seen Tombstone. I cannot remember where.
Oh, see, as soon as I saw her face, I knew who it was. So,
again, it's been way too long.
That's fair. So Donald Sutherland as a bad guy in this, normally I think Donald Sutherland's an okay actor. In this, I felt like he was What do you call that, Chuck, when they're just there for the paycheck?
Phoning it in.
There we go.
Phoning
Thank
it
you.
in?
Yeah.
I about 30 minutes in, I think I realized he had an Irish accent,
Yeah.
and then about 20 minutes after that, he
disappears.
lost the accent.
Yeah.
And then it kept going and coming back and go like he just didn't care.
You could tell.
He only
You
had
could
it when he
tell
was
what
drinking
scenes
whiskey.
were shot like close together because
Yeah.
he has the accent and then doesn't have the accent. Yeah, and you could tell it's like, all right, I'm done being on this boat. I'm done with this movie.
Yeah.
This is starting to get really stupid.
Hey, you point that gun in my face again, and you know what'll happen?
Yeah, then he walks away. It's
Figure
like,
it out. All right.
Moron. That was so dumb. So dumb.
I didn't try that. I like the idea too that it's like a true villain. All he cares about is the money, and of course
He's gonna sell out the human race for what?
as you do for allegedly $10 million. Like I love the idea that it wasn't even him, like thinking that he can like trick. They didn't even imply that it's like, oh, what really I'm going to do is like turn in this alien species thing to the Russian government and become like even more wealthy. It was, I'm going to get this boat in where I needed to so I can get the $13 million, $300 million, whatever it was.
It was going to be $300 million for the ship, and then 10% from the $300 million would have been $30 million, right? No,
Yeah.
Yes. Which is interesting because then when he's talking to when they're initially doing the money stuff and everybody's talking about money.
Everybody will get 10%.
Didn't they say something about 10 million? Did 10 million get thrown around at some point?
No, it was 300,000 because they were talking because the Squeaks and the Baldwin were like, well, what's 1% of that? And he's like $300,000, and they're like, oh, and he's like, no, I will give you 10%.
Okay.
And he's talking about giving everybody 10% of it.
For some reason, 10 million. Maybe I was mixing numbers, but 10 because I was stuck on
$10 million was, I think, what he had for that original, his original.
Original. Okay. All right. I just thought he was stiff because later on when he brought up the asking everybody what they're going to do with their 3 million, I thought he was actually stiffing everybody. It was like, oh wait, he told them 10 million. How's he? And Baldwin was in the room when he was saying 10 million. Well, hold on now. So, okay.
The guy driving the tugboat, is that
Woods?
Yeah, is that what, Cueto from Total Recall, the dude with the thing in his stomach?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought he looked really familiar, and I thought that's who he was. When I first saw him, I was like, wait, did they find some like Timu Woody Harrelson for this? Because when he first
showed up, yes, like, I agree. He looked like him.
And then I was like, no. And then I got a close look, and I'm like, oh, I know who that dude is.
Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on. I had to double check. As soon as he came back again, I'm like, wait, that's not Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
But again, it's been, I know, Ron, you said it's the first time you've watched it. I've seen this movie before. It's been too long since I've seen this movie. And I actually didn't realize.
Has it really been too long since you've seen this movie?
It's been a long time. Some early 2000s. I didn't realize it was a comic until I found it on the list.
That's weird because it definitely says right at the beginning, a Dark
Horse production. Yeah, exactly.
Which I find interesting. Because would that imply that they were bigger than just comics? Like, were they producing movies?
Maybe. They must have. If they were doing this.
But what else would they have produced during this time?
They did, what else? I know. Let me see here. Hold on.
Also, where did they get the money? Weren't they like, well, no, this was the 90. Yeah, by 90, we're in 99.
Did they?
So the comic bubble would have. Did they make? No. Oh, maybe they did.
Crow? I thought they were
the Crow down here still. Readily available to me. I do not.
What's up?
Did Dark Horse put up the Crow? I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know. I could check it in just a second.
I have it here something.
Oh, I gotta get rid of my English to Russian translation here.
I do have Space Godzilla if anybody was interested. I do have
Ooh.
that figurine retro deco polish on that. I don't know where my copy is. I never finished it. I'll be honest, I never finished it.
It looks like they didn't do the original Crow. Dark Horse didn't do the original Crow, but they did a couple miniseries and graphic novels based on the character in the universe. The original one was produced in 1989 by Caliber Press.
Okay. All right. Let's see, so Dark Horse. No, House Horse.
So the Hawaiian dude,
Kiko.
Thank you.
Or Hiko. Sorry, Hiko.
Hiko, yeah. He was on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
I'm on a boat.
Swim.
Hey, I can't swim, and I've been on.
I know before. You can't swim, Joey. I make fun of you for it constantly.
I know.
I mean, getting a job on a boat, getting that being your main source of income,
you should know how to swim.
Yeah, you should absolutely know how to swim. That is dangerous, and also I am almost positive that at least nowadays you can't work on a boat without knowing how to. You have to take a swim test. Right. Yeah, you have to be able to tread water for. That's why Joey 10 works with cars.
All right, so here is
Joey can't drive either, though.
I mean, all right, so here is a list of what Dark Horse Entertainment has done versus what they have shows and movies that they have put out. Virus is not. Oh, there it is, right there. Sorry. All right, so they've done.
Right. Thank you, Joey.
I thought this was an alphabetical order, and I was completely. I looked at the bottom and it wasn't there. All right, so what we have covered: The Mask, Time Cop, Tank Girl, Barbed Wire, Virus, obviously. We haven't done any of these yet, but okay.
Well, they did Alien. They did the Alien run.
No, they did Alien versus Predator.
Okay.
And then AVP Requiem, which again we'll cover those. But then obviously they've got a couple of other ones. Oh, Dr. Giggles. We should probably put that on the list. Whatever the hell that is.
What the hell is Dr. Giggles?
Exactly. I don't know. But we also have other ones coming up. G-Men from Hell, which is actually coming up pretty soon.
G-Men from Hell.
Yes, I found this one and I looked into it, and it looks bonkers as all get out. So
it sounds like a movie I would really enjoy.
Yeah,
it does actually. It does really sound like something Chuck would enjoy.
It sounds like a Chuck movie. Yeah.
American Splendor, which I know I feel like that's more of a drama, but it's a comic book. Time you obviously Hellboy, Sin City. I guess we did Sword of Storms and Blood and Iron, Hellboys, those two Hellboy movies.
Yeah, we did.
R.I.P.D., which I did enjoy that. Yeah, so we got a few.
Oh yeah, I forget that. All right, yeah, I guess Dark Horse is pretty big. I kind of forget. I always when I think Dark Horse, I think only the
and then
the 90s stuff, and I kind of forget that they still are pretty big and are actually producing a lot of stuff.
And then they have a bunch of TV shows: Axe Cop, Dark Matter, The Umbrella Academy, The Rocketeer animated series from 2019 to 2020, Resident Alien, Grendel. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. That's to be announced. Okay. The big guy and Rusty the Robot, or the boy.
What was Axe Cop?
You don't know Axe Cop?
What's Axe Cop?
I don't know what Axe Cop is.
It's Axe Cop. He's a cop that has an axe. It's a cartoon.
Oh, okay.
Is it on Adult Swim?
I thought it was FXX. Sorry.
Wow. I don't.
Did you say XXX?
FXX.
Oh, it was the secondary FX channel.
Yeah. So it was like Adult Swim, but for FX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
No,
They
it doesn't
moved. They moved. It's he's sending in Philadelphia there for a while.
Nick Offerman was the executive producer, so already it's I think he did the voice of the main cop too, the main guy. If I remember correctly, Axe Cop was one of those where it was a thing a kid created, like something for his dad or something like that.
Okay.
He turned it into a comic.
It turned into a comic, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
The series features a eponymous police officer, his partner, Flute Cop, and
His partner, what cop?
Flute Cop.
Flute
and their
cop.
allies, Sakurang, Gray, Diamond, Liborg, Bat, Warthog Man, and Wexter.
Okay, then.
As they fight various criminals or bad guys. Okay, yeah.
So there you go.
Right.
Okay, anyway.
So, anyways, back to this movie.
We got. I got
when they're talking, Squeaks and the Baldwin are talking in the thing, and he says something about, "Oh, you only took her side because she's hot," and he's like, "Well, wait, you don't think she's hot?" And then he's like, "I didn't say that." And I do have to say that Jamie Lee Curtis did look pretty hot in this.
This is post True Lies.
Yeah, well, especially when she was running down the stairs, like after the, I think after the Russian chick or whatever, and like, it was great.
That's all right.
And she also wasn't wearing a bra.
For our audio listeners, Ron was pantomiming jiggly boobs.
Yes, bouncing boobs.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like
sometimes Ron does stuff, but I'm listening to the podcast and I forget what it was. So I'm just essentially telling myself a month from now that's what Ron did, so I don't forget.
But like that was as unnecessary as it was for the movie. Like I appreciated it.
No nudity. No nudity.
I feel like we missed out on that too, because there was a part where like she's like, "Put on the safety suit; it'll protect you." And she starts taking off her shirt, and I'm like, "Oh!" I was like, so I got my boob cut ready, and then that was it. Just the one sweater she took off, and then they put it over top of their jeans and everything else. And I'm like, that can't be comfortable because that's a skin tight suit right there. But you know,
it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, a little disappointing, but whatever.
Shame on you, Jamie Lee Curtis and other lady. You know what? Shame on the guys too. You could have been hanging dong.
That's true. 100%. The guys could have gotten naked.
Yeah, just disrespectful.
Well, I mean, a few of them took the shirts off, especially after they got out of the water.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. I guess we did get that, but none of them had boobs.
Speaking of getting out of the water, I did kind of laugh. So when they're trying to escape the monster, and they're going from room to room, and they're like, all right, well, let's go to the storage room. That'll be safe there. And they go on the outside of the ship, and the waves are crashing against the ship, and it grabs Jamie Lee Curtis's character Foster and almost drags her off the ship, but Hiko goes to save her and then gets her over to the ladder, and then the waves crash and goes and drags him over. And she's just like, Hiko, no, Hiko.
Oh, no, Hiko, bye.
Doesn't even try to save him.
Yeah.
Just like, really? Really?
And then Billy Baldwin
dream at the end.
and he's like, huh,
yeah.
Looks like we lost Hiko.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm in this room with two attractive women by myself. Oh, darn.
2 girls and 1 guy. What's the score here, ladies? Oh. Yeah. Also,
although at the very end there, like when they are saved, and I'm like, oh, Hiko did survive. I'll take that off my my kill count. And then it's like half of a face. I'm like, oh shit, okay, never mind.
Yeah, that was a pretty neat little dream sequence in there.
Kind of like that.
But all of these characters are caricatures of like bad trope acting. Like when you think about it, like Billy Baldwin's like main male hero guy, where he just like has this like no nonsense attitude and he's a badass, and you're just supposed to like, and then
follow him.
Yeah. And then Donald Sutherland's bad guy, where it's like, oh, I'm just here for my own benefit and money, and I'm going to sell out the human race and my own personal body to help these robots because
I
I've
really
decided
don't
that-
think he realized what he was doing. Like, I don't think he realized that he was going to be losing his head to these robots. Which is pretty
because he should have,
stupid.
because he saw Wood's head sitting there. Like he knew it was gonna.
Yeah, but I think it was by the time he realized it was too late.
I see. I don't know. I just think that they just didn't write him very well for.
Well, that sure.
But even like the squeaks, like, oh, I'm the curious guy that's gonna go get killed because I didn't do what I was told, and stay by my radio so I could talk to people whenever bad things happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was just
Looks
they were all just kind of bad character tropes.
Yeah, but like it was the 90s. Like this was common, was bad characters for action movie tropes.
Yeah, that's true.
They didn't have to have good acting because they had cool special effects.
So I have a question for you guys. Joey,
Sure.
do you know if this movie came out before The Matrix came out?
It is before The Matrix.
Okay,
Because
then
reasons.
calling humans a virus, and then you get basically the same line in The Matrix, like where he's like, the humans are a disease, they're a virus, like.
I mean, again, this is based off of a comic, and the comic came out. Let me see when the comic came out.
1997.
It
had to in the 80s because it was Russians and they were supposed to be the quote unquote bad guys.
Well, I mean,
comic came out in 92.
Oh.
They were still bad. Russians were still the bad guys back then.
I mean, we kept Russians as bad guys in the movies until like what 2020. No, wait, they still are. Never mind.
Yeah,
they just came back around to being bad guys again a couple years ago. So, like, hey. We did get another really good quote out of this movie. We got he's wound up so tight you couldn't pull a pin out of his ass with a oh shit, what did he say? Damn it, now I can't remember the rest of the line.
Good line. Got it. Good job.
I had it written down, but then I scribbled over the end of it because I was trying to write really small to fit it in the line.
So when Woodsy when Woodsy gets killed, is it
just Woods? I think.
Yes, it's
Woods, Richie and Woods.
Richie, yeah. Well, because Richie kept calling him Woodsy, so I have it written down as Woodsy.
That's right, because he was making him carry all of his shit. Because that's when he lost his mind. He's like, "Who's gonna carry my stuff? Who's gonna carry my stuff? Who's gonna carry my stuff?" And he just like ran off and was going crazy and shit.
But like Woods gets killed, and I don't know why they just didn't use the rocket on the monster. Then it's not like the rocket wasn't there, and it's not like it's a giant target. I mean, he does later on, but it's just like.
Also,
why not?
When he hits that thing with the RPG, that would have killed everybody in that area.
It should have. That was a small enough room.
Yeah, like there's no way that they were just getting out of there. Because like it only blew up in like a section this big. Because it didn't even like
it didn't even blow up the. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was
kind of because I thought it did. And I marked it down as blown up, and then it didn't blow up. I'm like, fuck.
But then we got that weird background drop on Richie when after he goes crazy, when he's like, "Oh, I was the head of my class at like whatever and the robotics and electronics division or whatever," and
which is fine. I mean, good exposition, I guess.
It was exposition. It just wasn't a good way of doing the exposition.
Well, but really, what really gets me is when he goes into that missile room. And he's starting to build the rocket or the ejection rocket, whatever. Why was the virus letting him do it? I know that the one little robot was there and he shot it. but there was a camera in there watching him, and the virus just let him watch it the entire time. Just watch him and let him do it.
Not just that, but how did it not get control of the bomb and just stop the bomb?
Well, the bomb.
I guess it was grenades, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't wired into anything, which is interesting because didn't the lady say it controlled something like that wasn't wired into something earlier? Like it took control of something.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
Took control of the radio.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the radio was wired in.
No, I think they were talking about it being able to go between one radio and another or something like that. I don't know.
It was able to travel. That was its whole thing. Because that was the implication of if this thing meets up with any other ship, it's just going to jump to the next ship.
Yeah, right. And that's why that's how it got the island.
Because that's how it got to the ship in the first place from the satellite or from the space station was they like beamed down through the satellite communication.
Yep.
But that means that when the other ship contacted the boat and told them that they were there, the alien should have been able to jump over to that.
It should have, but I don't. That's if it's paying attention. So upon the first, and it would have to be that the other ship receives it. Now they received it, but they didn't initially like contact back immediately. So when they contacted later, that they were telling them that they that's when they found out that Richie's transmission got through. But because Donald Sutherland's character blew up the radio like as soon as he started contacting, they never were able to contact back, so the transmission just
ended. No, but at the end of it, the other boat says derelict boat on whatever course. This is the US whatever they were.
Right.
And they're like, we send up a signal flare so we can note your location.
Right.
Which means that there was a radio broadcast going between the two of them, which means the alien should have been able to jump over to that ship.
But without the other, like they can receive it, but they can't send back.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no way to send anything out. Because all of the other, like all the transmission to go out is busted. They can still receive stuff in, but they can't send anything out.
Yeah. Need to see it, Chuck.
Well, we got to get to the computer to get to this thing.
Which
then they never even tried to get to the computer.
Well, no, they tried to get the computer. They get to the computer and it's gone.
That's what I'm saying, but they don't ever try to like find it. They're like, oh, it got us.
They have no idea where it could be. Like they're like they know it's supposed to be here, and now that it's not here, they're like, where?
And they're like, well, let's just fill the whole boat up with gasoline. And then when she drops into that, I'm sorry, but as soon as she got it in her mouth and she took a deep breath, she would have been passed out. Like there's no way she would have made it. Breathing as hard as she was, breathing in the fumes of gasoline as much as there would have been in that room. Like
as much as they're pouring in there. Yeah,
she would have been done, and it would have been burning her the whole time she was in it. Because I don't know if you've ever like had a lot of gas on you before, but it burns.
Not that much. Had a little bit. Whenever I'm mowing and spills on me, and I smell like gas. And I'm like, ooh.
Plus, she already had like open cuts and wounds on her body.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no. Unrealistic. That and the tunnels.
And the fact that any little spark that robot would have made while it was climbing into the gasoline would have made that whole thing explode.
It would have just exploded. Would have erupted. Yeah. Don't they open fire when she's in there?
No, I think that's after she
after?
Gets knocked out and dragged away or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's
like a slave.
Yeah, she's hanging up on whatever, and that's when he he finds the bomb and then crushes
shows her the detonator or whatever. Yeah,
he's crushing. That was a couple thermite bombs, right?
Yeah.
So like he's crushing it. Shouldn't that have like destroyed his hand?
Well, apparently they must have to be activated to burn through or whatever, because he was just able to crush it.
Okay.
But again, in this part right here, I thought we were going to get some weird robot thing where he took off her shirt while she was hung up like that. No, just because like
why?
the way
Like he doesn't care about that.
RoboCop 2 all over again,
right? Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Because like he touched like the way that like the robot thing like touches like her or whatever, and I'm like, oh god, I was like, we're gonna get one of those weird like robot trying to seduce a woman scene things in here, and then and then it just kind of like didn't,
goes nowhere.
which is okay because it made it less creepy.
Did it?
Kind of.
I mean,
Really,
not
Jamie
really.
Lee Curtis kind of made it weird, but
She wasn't screaming in pain. She was screaming in ecstasy. She likes the electrical play.
oh god, covered in gasoline.
That's another thing. She was still coated in gasoline. As soon as he electrocuted her, it would have lit her up.
Yeah.
Well, how
No,
long
because-
does it take? How long does it take gasoline to
Evaporate.
well, maybe not evaporate, but
Where's it gonna evaporate to?
well,
She's in
No,
a
so,
she's in
like,
a dank, wet
she was-
well,
boat.
it's not evaporate. It'd be more of to the point where it doesn't catch.
Until the gasoline is completely evaporated and gone, like where there's no liquid and there's no fumes coming off of it, it's
Well,
still
'cause
flammable.
the fumes will go first before
The fumes are what lights on fire.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the
yeah.
heat from that is what keeps it going, and it just happens faster because and that's why you get explosions from gasoline. Because as soon as the vapors of the gas light up, the rest of it gets vaporized, and then it boom.
Okay.
But either way, there was no way that she was being hung up long enough to where her clothes would have been dry from the gasoline. And as soon as that arc between her and the robot would have happened, she would have lit on fire.
No, you're not wrong. Because again, like by the time he grabs the detonator and
it had only been a couple
That's it.
seconds because they had 15 minutes total.
15 minutes. She gets knocked out. She gets saved. I don't know why I'm using air quotes with saved, but she gets saved, and then
she was saved actually.
Yeah,
but...
I don't know why I'm using air quotes. And then everything goes to shit. And then her and the other lady are down getting changed. That's when the robot comes back and he's got detonator, and then he crushes it. So all of that happened in 15 minutes. So she was knocked out for maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah, tops.
So yeah, you're right. Like, there's no way that she would have been not soaked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I will say there was one point where they did an outside shot of the ship, and the waves are crashing on it, and you could totally see the platform that the ship was on because they just pulled the water out too much. It was pretty fun.
It didn't have the camera close up enough.
Yep.
That's funny. You ever wonder how they miss those kind of things when they're going through the editing of this? Like,
there
movies?
is a I'm pretty sure it's probably a TikTok as well, but an Instagram page I've been following where it's these two guys over in, I'm sure it's over in England, where it's like, how did they miss this in Enter movie, whatever? And then they go through, and it's just him like yelling at whatever movie that a movie scene that they missed it, and it's the scene, and then he points it out of how they missed this thing. It's kind of fun.
Like, I mean, you're an editor. You've got one job to make sure the movie doesn't have any mess ups in it.
Exactly. So you're not doing your job, or it's one of those who's like, God, this is such a boring movie. And he just looked away at the wrong time.
I mean, so having had a boss that worked in theater, and I learned about like the backstage stuff about it. There's a guy who works with the editing team that then goes, all right, how much is it going to cost us to reshoot that or to like fix that? And if it's above a certain number, they're just like, nope, that's staying in.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because we are not paying that much just to reshoot something that Like, who cares? You know,
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
crazy.
Yep.
Anything
Well,
else,
that
boys?
that was all of my notes.
That's all I got. I think. Hold on. Nope. Yeah, that's all I got. All right. So on to
The kill count.
kill count. I've got a total of 9 deaths, 9 kills, and then 9 robot kills. So I don't know. I separated them. So I didn't know if we wanted to count these robots as being actual kills.
We always count the robots as
yeah.
although
so that's why I bring it up this time
part of
because
the collective. They aren't actually their own thing.
That and a lot of them weren't really like we had the intelligent ones, but those intelligent ones were all one person.
Yeah, they were all being controlled
being.
by the main
Exactly.
the main hub or whatever. So I will give you that we probably only had 10 deaths. You
So
count
10
the robot,
technically.
the main robot.
So okay, so 10 total. And then we had one. Well, technically one. What?
Oh, I'm very curious to see what your number is here.
I got at least one limb count of a limb count of 1 for Robot Alexi's arm that actually got ripped off. However, when I think it was Donald Sutherland's character was walking through the one room, it was Woodsy and Richie were walking through the one room. There was a bunch of limbs everywhere, like actual people limbs. And
Did you also count Wood's head? So
he was dead already.
Okay, yes, that's true.
And we don't count them after they're dead.
That's true.
According to whichever movie that was.
That one movie.
Spawn? No, what was Spawn?
Limbs everywhere. There was constantly things being disassembled and then put back together, only then to disassemble them again.
But they were dead when they got their limbs pulled off.
It's one limb. It's all just one limb.
It's just the one limb.
It's all one limb. All one attack. All one weird long chain reaction rip off.
Only got one limb. It was Robot Lexi's arm. All right, Ronald.
All right. So our bingo, we had betrayal by a friend, unexplainable science, hero kills, sexual innuendo, misogyny, fight for control of something, and government interference. So very low on the bingo poll.
Yeah, not a lot.
Chuck, Spawn Cape?
Lightning looked really bad. All the practical effects stuff I thought looked cool, though this does suffer from 90s robotics not being able to really do anything. And they clearly were using like weird robotics stuff and not
a lot of them were look like remote control, like
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 the
which
little wind up things,
Yeah, which I guess was like cool, but I think it would have just been better if they had. I mean, like the bigger stuff I think was supposed to be like puppetry, but some of it.
But I still don't think it did.
So
I still think it was like animatronics type of things.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But what also looked really bad is the actors who then had to have the like robotic equipment on them also then couldn't move like very well. And I don't know if that was acting or if that was legitimate or not, but it was very strange. What also was weird was, okay, so we get moments in it where it's like the animatronic puppetry stuff can barely move, and then all of a sudden it cuts to, I'm gonna either guess really bad CGI or some of the best claymation we've ever seen of giant robot stuff like ripping through walls and like jumping through.
Right. Yeah.
But then
I'm pretty sure it was stop animation.
Yeah, like the claymation stuff,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Only to then
RoboCop
next
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, only to then the next scene, it go back to the like animatronic stuff, and then it's like slowly moving forward. Not great. I'm gonna say 1 out of 69.
Nice.
Thank you. Not great. Jamie Lee Curtis though looks phenomenal. Gotta say, practical effects. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jamie Lee Curtis. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah. So
I feel like Chris is the Jamie Lee Curtis of this show sometimes. You know what I mean? He's here, looks great, phenomenal. Bet you he does a sick striptease dance, and then he goes away for a long time, and then he comes back, and it's just like we all just embrace him. Also, he loves yogurt that gives him good bacteria in his colon.
Yeah, she was.
She's the proactive.
Oh, okay. See, I was wondering if Chuck was making some kind of innuendo there, but like
no.
Spokesperson.
No, she was a spokesman for Proactive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Proactive? Was that what
it was? Proactive? I can't remember. It was a couple years back.
Look, just for everybody out there listening, go back and watch Trading Places if you really want to see some Jamie Lee Curtis.
No. If you want to see some Jamie Lee Curtis, you go watch True Lies, sir.
See, that's where you're wrong, because in Trading Places, she gets naked. In True Lies, she does a hell of a dance.
Yeah, I know exactly. Like I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis is hotter, despite the fact that we don't get to see as much. Versus
they look fantastic, also. But anyways, not a Muppet.
But we also get Arnie in True Lies.
Okay, we do get your dad. In
we do get horny Arnie, which I always appreciate. So yeah,
especially when he gets his face bashed in with a phone or whatever the hell shit.
Yeah, I think it was it a vase, flower vase?
I don't remember. It was something.
I often feel like Chris is the horny Arnie of this show. You know what I mean?
Only for both. Chuck.
Anyway, not a Muppet. I'm gonna say the robot.
See, I disagree. I want to see I wish that all of the robots would have been Muppets. I wanted either the Russian scientist or Jamie Lee Curtis as the not a Muppet.
No, I really like the idea of all of like Muppet robot like fusing together.
Muppet and robot combined. But see, that would have still been awesome.
I know what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the only one would be the main robot.
Oh, okay.
He's the only one that's not a Muppet. And then he's fusing Muppet bodies to regular human mechanics and like robot parts. I would be.
It's not bad. I was gonna say Steve or William Baldwin's character. That way, like he gets threatened by a puppet Donald Sutherland with a gun. He gets pulled onto that the escape pod by a puppet Jamie Lee Curtis.
He does talk about like flirting with a puppet Jamie Lee Curtis.
There you go.
Which that would put it right in Chuck's wheelhouse, so that does make sense.
That's true. Yeah. Actually, realizing it now, it should be the captain. What's his name?
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, it should be Donald Sutherland, because he then would be threatening a Muppet about dropping an anchor on his tug, which I absolutely love as a concept. She dropped an anchor on my tug.
You know what? We need a shirt. We need a shirt that says she dropped an anchor on my tug.
There you go.
Give me that pointing a gun at a Muppet. Yeah, give me Don Sutherland pointing a gun at a Muppet saying she dropped an anchor on my tug.
See, I think we just need the shirt without any reference, just she dropped an anchor on my tug.
I might be able to whip something up with that one. Okay.
I was really hoping the scene, because the scene also, just the scene is ridiculous, because he says it and nobody like cracks. Everybody takes it as like a really serious statement. But I even watching this on YouTube, which I usually can like screen grab from. Apparently, when you rent movies,
it blocks out the whole screen.
It blocks out the whole screen, even on YouTube. So
yep.
I rented it on Amazon. I wonder if I can.
No, you can't. I've tried.
You can't.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Amazon does the same thing.
Yeah. All main streaming services where you've had to pay for something does. The only one, like YouTube, if you're just watching it, doesn't. It's very strange.
Ooh, that gives me an idea for something. Okay.
Concerning.
Well, something for Zets, because the latest episode has some
All
really
right, so
sweet ass scenes on it. So.
we have a hand with a gun, and then underneath that it says she dropped an anchor on my tug. How about that?
Okay. Someone's pointing at a Muppet. I don't care.
All right, we can point it at a Muppet.
Yeah.
At a Muppet Russian scientist.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, on to the
Yeah.
scores. Chuck, out of 10. What you
All
got?
right. Is this a virus movie? I have no idea. Look, I had a fun time with this. I was not in any way, shape, or form in a mood to watch this. I did not want to watch this. I'm getting a little burnt out media wise because I consumed a lot this week. Just trying to keep up with all the things I need to watch. So I was just not in the mood, but I forced myself to do it, and I actually really enjoyed this movie. It's not good. I'm never gonna watch it again. I don't even think I'm gonna go like. I don't even think I'd put this on at a holiday party to make fun of it with my friends because Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't get naked enough. You know what I mean? An adult party, not one with the kids there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be one you could put on and make fun of it though. Like you could do it,
but I don't think I don't think I'd enjoy it enough. Like I don't think there's enough outside of she dropped an anchor on my tug, which maybe that right there. I mean, gave me my perfect like line for 2026. Like that, I'm gonna say that all year now.
Awesome.
I'm really excited about that. I'm gonna get it tattooed, honestly, just so I don't forget it. That
Is it gonna be right above your tug?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get like right there, right on my gut. Yeah, that'd be sweet. That being said, I enjoyed this. It was fun. If you've never seen it before, yeah, sure. You got my recommendation. Check it out. I paid $4 to watch it. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 6.3. I had a fun time with it. Billy Baldwin was, underrated Baldwin in my opinion.
I think they all look the same, so it's really, or at least him and Alec look so much alike.
That's not true. He looks like Zach Baggins.
Yeah, sure. Actually, right there, he looks exactly like Zach Baggins.
He's
right below you.
I'm bringing it back around. What?
The Ghost Adventures guy. Yeah. The Ghost Adventures guy.
Because I think it looks kind of like the cook dude on Breaking Bad.
Oh, Jesse?
Yeah.
Yeah, he also kind of looks like Rob Dyrdek from Ridiculous.
He's a man of many faces.
Yeah, kind of. Man, I think all those dudes look the same. Also, real quick, the newest season of Ghost Adventures will have the part when Aaron finds out his wife put a hit out on him.
Yes.
And they play the whole scene. Shout out to Zach Bagan being the absolute biggest fucking carny in the world. And exploding his friend's darkest moment of finding out in real time his wife put a fucking hit out on him.
Yes.
Nice.
What a fucking scumbag. I love that dude so much. It's unreal.
Because Vegas is pretty awesome.
You know for a fact that Aaron probably didn't want that, but Zach pressured him into keeping it in the show.
The fact that they were on film, like they were on a shoot filming, and he got that, like, they're always hamming it up for the cameras.
Yeah.
But then, like, they got the call, and they're like, something's going on, but we kind of have to stay in character.
Yeah. Is this the spirits warning Aaron of a possible doom? Like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Anyway, Ronald, what do you give this?
All right, so I didn't really enjoy watching this movie. It wasn't terrible. I will say that it wasn't terrible. I have no interest in watching it ever again. It was fun to see. Like there were some interesting parts of it, but for the most part, it was just like a little bit too, like, if they would have taken this movie less seriously, I think I would have liked it more. But they were way too serious about it. Like they were acting like this was gonna be like a big hit or something, and that kind of dropped it for me. But I'm going to give this a 4.65 because I will never watch it again. But it gets a little bit of extra score because we are going to get a shirt made out of it. So, yeah, there is that.
The old art
Joey?
bump.
Sorry, Chuck.
The old what? What did you say, Chuck?
Oh, the old art bump.
Oh, the art. Okay.
Yeah, it says it's when there's no boobs. It's no boob bump. It's an art bump.
So for me, like I said, I've seen this before. Did not remember it at all. And I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I had a decent time with it. And like I said, the premise is a good premise. I didn't put pieces together that it kind of is similar to The Thing, and it's got some connections there, sort of. But The Thing itself is, that's a classic movie that no one can recreate. Like they tried with that prequel, and even that was okay. Like I had fun with that one, but it wasn't The Thing, It wasn't John Carpenter's The Thing. But this one, like, it wasn't bad, but it's not great. It's also not one I'm going to watch again anytime soon, if at all. That quote didn't register with me, but now that it did, that's kind of fun. I'm glad we're getting a shirt out of it, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Always love to get merch. But no, I'm gonna give this one a 4.43. Like it's fine. It is what it is. But that gives us a combined score of 5.13, which drops it in at number 108 out of 181 movies, just behind Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, at 5.14, and just above Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knights at a 5.01.
I think level of cheesiness, this is good company.
Definitely with those two, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say I cared about those as much as I cared about this. Yeah. It was good. Really liked it. But I also been really into like sci-fi body horror and just body horror in general lately, so this was a pleasant surprise for me.
So that worked out really well for you then.
Yeah, it was nice. Hey, you know what else is a pleasant surprise for me? Right at the end of every month, a little show we like to call Getting Franchise Drops. And it's a nice little sweet treat at the end of the month. The last Sunday of every month, Joey and I do a little show where we review the latest and greatest in media franchises. At time of release, we are releasing season 2 officially.
Yeah, season 2 will be out in
2 weeks, 3 weeks,
something like that. When's this out? Like 3 weeks. You got that. Got a few weeks.
Yeah, so you know what you get to do? You got plenty of time to go watch Labyrinth. Most importantly, it's Labyrinth.
Yes, not the Labyrinth.
Not the Labyrinth. It's Labyrinth. To watch Labyrinth and Dark Crystal, and then join us while we talk about how we all feel about it. Maybe some of us had a pretty big crash out over it. Maybe some of us had to pay a therapist $150 to discuss it a little bit. Like whatever.
Allegedly.
It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's fine. We're good now. We're fine now about it. And also, most importantly, which really that you should also understand is that in the description, Joey is going to post a link. Joey is going to post a link to the episode where we reviewed Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving the musical.
I did it last week. I'm not doing it this week.
Down underneath,
It
will be there. It will be there, and we love Joey for continually making sure that you check out the archive. That is the best situation. Go find the episode to lead you to the other episode where you can see, all right, all of it. It's great.
Chuck,
just because it's January doesn't mean we can't still celebrate Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? With that being said, you can also find me on the internet, kicked out of the hobby, no E and kicked for all my miniature painting extravaganzas. I'm still probably working through some old Necromunda models from when I was a kid, because I feel like I am still painting those. So,
What's fun?
other than that, I also been reading. I read a book. I'm saying this now because I'm very close to finishing it. I'm trying to finish it at the end of the year. But I finished a book. I read a book.
What book?
June. I'm gonna butcher this. It's Juni Ito.
Oh, Judy Ito.
Judy Ito.
Yeah.
I read Uzumaki. Yeah,
Yep.
I read phenomenal. At time of recording, I'm 2/3 of the way through, and I have no fucking idea what's happening. I'm really hoping they start wrapping some of these stories up. But I recently just got their rendition of Frankenstein.
Ooh, interesting.
So we'll see how that goes. It's my next book.
Nice.
I'm going to try to read 2 books in 2026. For those of you who don't understand, me reading anything, I've gone years without just finishing a book. So that's my goal. I'm going to finish
There's a reason why he's not on Comic Book Rundown.
You are correct. Oh, I did also get, real quick if I can, 2000 AD's annual featuring Judge Dredd. I am excited to read that
nice.
finally.
That looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a sick cover. This is the variant cover. Well worth it. So why does it look like Donald Trump shooting a Muppet?
Shit, I knew it was the wrong Donald I drew on there. Damn it.
Ronald, where can they find your amazing art?
You can find my art on Instagram at Good Art This Game and on our shirts on TeePublic, and you can find me on the interwebs at Good at This Game on Instagram, TikTok, and probably some other places. And right here on this fantastic podcast. Joey?
You guys can find the show over on the socials, Comic Book Rundown. You can email us, comicbookrundown@gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can message us there like this guy did, Teth Waffle House. Because your son likes to message us all the time.
Hey, you know what? He likes listening to the episodes, so shout out to Simon. Thanks for listening, bub.
He does. And this one was on the, let's see, Tales from the Crypt. Let's see, which one?
Bordello of Blood.
Yep, Bordello of Blood. It's a limb count. Limb count is in capital letters. That's a heart. Heart's in the capital letters. Man who put a knife tip in the limb count, like next episode.
For the alien
Look, we say things. I don't remember what we say. Thanks, Si. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he asked me about it this week, and he was like, "Hey, which one of the Tales from the Crypt was it where you guys were talking about getting to see a butthole on it?" And I'm like, "Oh, that was Bordello of Blood."
Yeah. Oh yeah, the woman of my dreams is in that movie. God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to your ex.
Oh fuck you. That one hurt. Oh, that one hurt.
But then we also have every Monday and Thursday we've got Kamen Rider Chronicles. Every other Saturday is Comic Book Rewind or Comic Book Rundown, but it's the old episodes. I'm re-uploading those. Last Sunday of the month is getting franchised. We also have, obviously, this is on its own feed. Comic Book Chronicles is on its own feed.
Kamen Rider.
Whatever.
Joey is burnt out, guys.
Joey,
tired.
we have a new rule. You can't do shows if you can't remember the own names of them, buddy.
The name that you made up.
Yeah. I wanted you to keep calling it the Kamen Rider Untitled Show, but you wouldn't do
I
that.
wanted it to be the Kamen Rider Rundown, but no, it had to be the Kamen Rider Chronicles, and you haven't gotten it right since then.
Bullshit. I get it right like every other week. Anyway.
Dumb, stupid.
Merch over at Redbubble and TeePublic. We've got song was done by Cam. Our next movie that we're watching, you, Ron, have actually brought it up in this episode. We're watching The Matrix.
What?
Yeah. From 1999.
Wow. I haven't watched The Matrix in so long.
It's been a minute for me.
I am not entirely sure that I've actually ever seen it start to finish.
Okay. Interesting.
I want to say I have. I want to say I have.
I'll be interested because it's been a minute since I've seen this one.
It's been a long time since I've watched this.
I'll be
Every
interested to
guy
see.
that I hated in high school loved this movie. So
Oh, sure, that makes sense.
I have every fiber of my being. I think I remember just disliking this movie, though I had never seen it.
Considering
very
considering what this movie did at the time, I'll be interested to see how well it holds up.
Yeah, that's super fair. It's also super important to remember that this movie ruined a lot of things for us.
Oh, yeah.
Mainly how action movies would be shot later on, like for years after this.
It changed everything.
Yeah.
But we did get some fun stuff for Scary Movie. So
that's true. And it did give us Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. It's the same. It was the same team.
Same stuff. I don't know. I think it was the same
stunt team.
Stunt, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was the same choreographies. Yeah.
Okay.
Choreography.
Yeah.
I think, or it was the other way around. I don't remember. Because I don't remember when Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon actually came out.
I think that came out in 2000 or 2001. It came out after.
That. We should watch that instead. All right.
You know, I've never actually seen that one.
Crouching Tiger came out in 2000.
Okay, 2000.
All right. So yeah, so it may have been the same team, but it was like a big deal. Anyway.
Yeah, I knew it was huge. So okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we got.
It's exciting. Great.
I meant to watch it. I wanted to watch them all before the latest Matrix movie, but then I never watched the latest Matrix movie, Revolution or whatever the hell it was called.
There's another one.
The fourth one, yeah.
It made a fourth one. It came out
a couple years back.
Was it like
COVID?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably why I didn't.
I remember everybody being really mad about it.
Yeah, not a lot of people liked it.
Yeah. And